All right, welcome back to another one of our film reviews. Today we are talking Bengals rookie linebacker Maema Njongmeta. That is a mouthful, and he's well deserving of it because he's a phenomenal player. Great pickup for the Cincinnati Bengals. Excited to see him make the final roster for Cincinnati. And we've got a great set of cut-ups here to highlight everything Njongmeta will bring to this Bengals defense. As always, if you appreciate this content, give us a like, give us any comments with any feedback you might have. But without further ado, let's jump right into the film. All right, let's open up with a run defense. There is Njogmental right there on the left side of your screen. This is going to be a downhill scheme for the Indianapolis Colts. We're going to get a double team between the right tackle and the right guard, working up to the backside linebacker. We're going to get a block back by the center. We're going to anchor down technique by the left tackle right there. Tight end's going to work out. We're going to get a wide receiver insert for the safety, and we're going to get this backside guard pull around to try and pick up Njogmental right here at the point of attack. Running back's going to try and follow that puller right this way. Folks, I want you to watch young number 45 right here. Watch his athleticism and his ability to get downhill to deliver a punishing blow. Great job here by the rookie. Let's check it out. All right, there's a snap. You can see the double team action right there. You can see the center working back, left tackle anchoring down, tight end working out. If I go forward just a little bit more, you can see the wide receiver inserting for the safety. Folks, you can see the guard pulling around right there to try and pick up Njogmental. But watching Njogmental, he sees the green grass, he gets downhill. Watch his athleticism, the way he bends, dips around, gets back out, and makes the tackle. Outstanding work. This is incredible athleticism. Folks, watch this. This is unbelievable. Step inside, step outside. I mean, that's why the undrafted free agent makes a team, right? This is kind of things you don't see very much, right? You watch a lot of guys who start in the National Football League. They don't have this kind of athleticism. This is a really nice play by Njogmental.
Yeah, and when we talk about Njogmeta, this is a guy who kind of had an up and down preseason. He had the highest of highs. He had a couple of games where some stats were a little bit lower, but I think all throughout he did really well. I think he graded out nicely. 70.3 overall defensive grade for the entirety of this preseason. Really good performance by him.
All right, going the other way with it now. There's Njogmental right there, walked up in the line of scrimmage in this A gap right here for the Bengals defense. This is going to be a standard zone blocking concept here up front. We're going to get the left tackle base blocking right there. We're going to get the left guard doing a zone double team track, working up this way. If the Bengals defender works to him, he picks him up. If not, he goes up to the next level. The center is going to work this direction and try and take him over right there unless he flashes away. The right guard right here, his job is to zone and cut off Njogmental, and then we're going to get backside cutoffs right here on the backside. The running back sees a real nice natural hole. He's going to take this track and just try and find an opportunity. You guys can kind of see how it all shakes out right here just by the angles. This guy's going to work up here. We're going to work up here to get a seal here. That means the key play is going to be right here in Njogmental one-on-one with an offensive lineman at the point of attack. Usually that's a win for the offense. Not in this case. Let's check it out. All right, there's a snap. You can see everyone take their zone tracks up front here for the Indianapolis Colts offensive line. Left tackle working to the left guard working to the left and working up, center working to that defensive tackle. And you can see right here, the right guard, he's working to pick up Njogmental right there. Njogmental backs off the line of scrimmage, engages with the guard right there. This is usually linebacker on offensive lineman, not a winning proposition for linebackers. But young number 45 here doesn't just win. He tosses aside the right guard like he's nothing and then makes the tackle. This is elite level stuff. I'm gonna be 100% honest, right? I'm not gonna try to oversell it here. This is really, really good at the point of attack. Because right here, this running back, he probably thinks this is a walk-in touchdown. Because this matchup right here is usually a win for the offense. They got hats on hats. Running back ducks behind, scores for a touchdown, has a nice dance right there on the G of the Bengals logo. Instead, Njogmental, point of the attack, embarrasses number 75, throws him aside like he's nothing, and makes the tackle. Great rep from the rookie. Let's take a look at the wide copy. You can see Njogmental toss aside 75 and then make the tackle. That's the part that's so crazy about it. So he tries to bounce off number 75. The running back then tries to cut back outside to follow the right guard's block. And then Njogmental has the athleticism to then dip underneath and make the play on top of it, right? This is an outstanding rep, right? This is how you make the roster as an undrafted free agent. This is a guy who ran a 4.940 at the combine. A lot of people thought he would never make anything in the National Football League. He's proving all the doubters wrong. And I think the Bengals have a special player here. All right, going the other way now, there is Njogmental right there on the left side of your screen. This is going to be another zone blocking scheme up front here for the Indianapolis Colts. We're going to get base blocks here on the play side. We're going to get base blocks right there. We're going to get the center working up to number 56. We're going to get a zone double team right here between the right guard and the right tackle. Again, working up to Njogmental right there. We're going to get the receiver. You see him right there. He's going to come in motion right this way. His job is to hold this defensive end right here, kind of freeze him in place, allow the running back to take a natural cutback just like this, right? You can see how the angles kind of work out. They get a double team this way, a double team up the linebacker this way, and Njogmental create this seal here. This guy's sealed that way, and the running back then scoots right behind him. This puts a lot of pressure once again on number 45. You're going to have to play off a double team, make a nice play in the back, nice play on the running back, and Njongmeta is up for the challenge. Let's check it out. All right, there's a snap. You can see everyone up front taking their zone paths to the right side of your screen there, the offensive left. You can see wide receiver, tight end coming in motion. But let's watch Njongmeta right here. Play off of this block. Right here, point of attack. This is how you win or lose games. Can you feed off this blocker and make the tackle? And Njongmeta does it just right there. Perfect rep. Again, engages with the blocker, doesn't jump around him immediately, fights through it, and makes a tackle. Outstanding work here from the young linebacker. And again, this is only the beginning, right? This is still a young defender with a lot of room to grow. I tell you what, folks, I think you've got a special prospect in here who will someday become a very good player up front for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, Nick, and I think you alluded to it last play. This guy necessarily didn't grade out on paper as highly as a lot of people would have thought. Probably what made him become an undrafted free agent. But this is a guy, as soon as you turn on the tape, that is where he shines. I think this is a true football player. He credits himself to his high motor and high football IQ as to why he made the Bengals. And I think we're seeing that here in real time.
All right, sticking with the run defense, there is Njongmeta right there in the middle of your screen, and it's going to be a downhill run blocking scheme for the Indianapolis Colts. We're going to get base blocks this direction. We're going to get zone step that way between the right guard working to the next level. We're going to get powerful base block there, double team right there at the point of attack. Again, the goal to try and work up to Njongmeta right there. You can kind of see how this is going to look, right? If this center goes this way and this guard goes this way, it's going to naturally create a hole that this running back is going to want to try and exploit right here. And Njongmeta does what he's taught and does it really well here. Linebackers, you're taught, if you see green grass, if you see a hole open up, you have to attack it downhill. You have to attack it aggressively. And Njongmeta does a nice job of that right here. Let's check it out. All right, there's a snap. You can see the double team there on the backside. You can see the base block, the center on number 53 right there. You can see the right tackle working up to number 51, defensive end right there, base blocking him. You can see the right guard working up to the linebacker, number 56. And you can see this natural hole open up right behind the goalpost. And watch number 45, watching Njongmeta. The moment he feels and sees that hole, he gets downhill in a hurry and he beats the guard to the spot. That's awesome stuff right there. Again, you can see the hole open up. He fills it with a lot of aggressiveness, beats the guard. Great rep. Now, just make the tackle, man. That is so close to being awesome. Elite level Pro Bowl stuff. But then again, worst case scenario, if this is the worst you get from Njongmeta, right, running back has to bounce it outside of where he wants to go. The rest of the help's able to come and hold the play for a limited gain. Again, if this is the worst you get, is Njongmeta completely throwing off the timing of the play, forcing the running back to his help, that's not bad at all. That's actually winning football. And I think this is one of the reasons why the Bengals are really excited by this kid, because even at his worst, he still is a great addition to this defense. All right, sticking with the run defense, there is Njongmeta right there on the right side of your screen. Again, downhill play right here from the Indianapolis Colts. Not a real fan of the Colts in terms of just watching them play, but I love their play calling in the preseason. It's very simple, old school football. Double teams right there between the right guard and center working up to the linebacker, right tackle working out. We're going to get double teams right here working up to number 45 in Njongmeta. We're going to get cutoff blocks inside right there, cutoff blocks inside right there. And it's going to be a downhill running scheme right here for the running back. Most likely trying to work this way, potentially working this way. This is a really tough play for Njongmeta right here. Any linebacker in this situation, you got a double team right here. They're trying to blow these guys right at you. You got to pick it right. You got to make a move, and you have to get this guy on the ground. You're essentially going to be the key point of attack. Let's see how Njongmeta does here. All right, there's a snap. You can see the double teams right there. You can see number 45. He fills right there. This is where he kind of sees the play going, and he opens up a hole right there. Right here, that's not great. You can see the seam open up right there for the offensive line for the Indianapolis Colts. But watch number 45, Njongmeta, come off the block right there. He's engaged right there with the offensive lineman. Okay, he looks done. He looks like he's about to get bowled over. And then he just jumps inside like it's nothing and makes a tackle. Look at this offensive lineman. He thinks he's got Njongmeta dead to rights and then whiffs and hits air. I don't know if I've ever seen someone miss in point blank range like this, right? This is unbelievable athleticism from 45. Again, he's downhill, he's aggressive, he's physical. We've seen that this entire cut up. I mean, this feels like the Matrix, right? This doesn't feel like something that should happen. Right there, he's dead to rights. He literally has nowhere to go. He's about to get pancaked and somehow warps the space-time continuum to jump inside the offensive tackle and makes the play. This is really, really impressive stuff. And again, I guarantee you the Bengals coaches, they're watching film like this and like, what the heck do we have here in this young linebacking prospect? I think they got a great player in Njongmeta. Let's take a look at the wide copy real quick. There you can see Njongmeta right there. Watch this double team right at him. Get movement at the point of attack right there. It looks like it's going to be a big run for the Indianapolis Colts. And right there, this offensive lineman comes off. It's set up perfectly right there. Look at this. There's like, I don't know if there's actually any space between the two helmets right there. That looks like they're literally 1 centimeter apart. And somehow Njongmeta dodges him inside. Offensive lineman goes flying, makes the play. This is ridiculous level stuff. I don't understand how he could do this. Impressive play here from the young rookie. All right, kind of an interesting play design here up next for the Indianapolis Colts. So what they're going to do is they're going to get everyone kind of zone blocking right here, working to the left side of your screen, the offensive right. They're going to try and get blocks and movement this direction right here to try and influence this guy this way. They're going to have this tackle kind of anchor down right here and create a seal here. They're going to have the tight end then insert right here to pick up Njongmeta at the point of attack. Then a running back's going to try and cut behind this. It's really kind of a unique concept. Don't really see it a lot. But again, a lot of pressure on number 45 at the point of attack. You're going to, again, see a hole open up right here. He's going to fill it while taking on a tight end, inserting to block him. Again, not his prettiest play, but it shows he's willing to do the gritty work as well. Let's check it out. There's a snap. Again, you can see the left guard right there. See how he freezes for a second? See how that left guard's really slow? I feel like he's almost trying to guide him that direction right there. Maybe it just happened to work out that way, but the way it looked like it was almost a design run to run on the backside a little bit, maybe a design cutback. But regardless, it worked out that way. You can see the tight end inserting for Njongmeta right there. And at the point of attack, again, head-on collision. This is tough. When you're like this and you got a guy running at you and the running back is literally right behind him, this time you can't jump around the block. Because if you jump around the block, running back will be able to pick a side and he'll walk past you for a touchdown. You've got to engage, which he does there. He takes the hit, fights it off, and makes a tackle for a limited gain. Again, is it elite? Is this an all-pro play? No, but it's the dirty work. It's putting your head in the hole there, willing to make a tackle. Tough situation, right? Sometimes 2nd and 6, you give it to the offense. 2nd and 5, you give it to them. You live to fight another play, and you do it by being tough and physical, just like Njongmeta here.
And again, you talk about being tough and physical. This is a guy that's been heralded to be a 2-down thumper, so to speak. This is a guy who does not shy away from contact. He will square up with anybody, and I think we're seeing that here. And that's why earlier this season, one of his best grades was in run defense, an 88.1 in an earlier game this season in run defense. This guy is not afraid to shy away contact, and he will take down the rusher when he needs to.
All right, how about some sideline to sideline speed for the young linebacker? And there he is right there in Njongmeta on the left side of your screen. It's going to be a toss play, a quick toss here for the Indianapolis Colts. We're going to get wide receiver pinning the in-man on the line of scrimmage. Everybody else up front for the offensive lineman is pulling and looping around. Again, going back to Njongmeta here, he has got to show off his speed. He's got to run. He's got to be essentially another outside contained player. Because if they're going to take a receiver in this situation and pin the in-man on the line of scrimmage, it's on these other guys, these second-level guys, to make sure this running back doesn't get outside. And Njongmeta does a nice job here. Let's check it out. All right, there's a snap. There's a pitch outside. You can see number 11, Pittman for the Indianapolis Colts, pins the in-man on the line of scrimmage right there. So again, it's on these next-level defenders to cut off the outside, force this running back to cut back. They got blockers out in space, and Njongmeta gets out there, forces him inside, limited run. Again, is it a perfect highlight film play? No, but it's all about doing your job in this situation. And this time, Njongmeta's job, even though he's a 4'9", 40 guy, supposedly, is to chase down this running back sideline to sideline and force him back inside and maybe get him on the ground too, or at least help with that. And that's exactly what he does here, right? Again, is it the prettiest play in the world? No, right? Obviously, team effort to get him on the ground, but we're talking sideline to sideline pursuit. It's a must-have. It's a check-the-box kind of play for linebackers, and that's exactly what Njongmeta is able to do here, navigating some trash as well. Solid play from the rookie linebacker. Let's take a look at it from the wide copy there. You can see him right there. Watch him chase down, dodge the tackle right there, and help make the play. Again, far from an elite level rep? Of course not, right? This is not going to go on his highlight film. But again, it's a check the box kind of play. You have got to, in a pin and pull situation, provide the outside edge to the defense through your effort, through your motor, and that's exactly what he does right here. All right, this next play is something Njongmeta needs to work on, and there he is right there on the right side of your screen, right behind the goal post right there. This is going to be a really cool design by the Indianapolis Colts, I'm not going to lie. So they're going to get standard zone blocking stuff up here for the offensive line, working up this way, backside cutoffs here, backside cutoffs here. They're going to get a receiver to come in motion this way to kind of hold the safety and hold the defensive end. They're going to take the tight end to try and kick out the defensive end, and it's going to be a design cutback, right? You're going to get a seal here. You're going to get zone stuff working here. The running back's going to take a step this way and then work out this direction just like that. Really clever design. Again, it puts a lot of pressure on 45 right there. He's got to fill a hole where he sees it. This is an example of something he needs to work on. Let's check it out. All right, there's the motion. There's the snap. You can see the zone track up front right there. You can see the receiver motion across the field to kind of hold the defensive end. And you can see that tight end come across to lead block on the defensive end right there. And look at this hole open up right here. This is Njongmeta. Dude, you've got to fill this hole right here. You've seen it before. Green grass. He's going downhill. Get to the hole. Cover up that green grass. Gets caught up in the trash. And oh my goodness, if number 28, if he doesn't chase this down all the way from the outside right here, this could have been a huge run right there. Look at this, folks. A lot of green grass. Got to clean this up, right? This is an opportunity for a kill shot from Njongmeta. He's right there. He wants to do it. He's heading in that direction. Just trust yourself. Right here, he bounces outside. He very rarely jumps around blocks, but for some reason, he does it here. He has got to attack this hole. I guarantee the Bengals coaching staff will be critiquing that. This is something he really needs to work on. But again, even though it's not his best play, by far, of course, still the effort, still the energy, still putting his body to get the guy on the ground. So no matter what happens, even when it's far from his best play technically, Njongmeta is still putting the effort to help out this defense. All right, we're going to end on one of my favorite plays from Njongmeta. There he is right there on the right side of your screen. This is going to be another zone blocking scheme, a really nice design again from the Colts. I really like how they structured this play. They're going to get a wide receiver in motion this way to kind of freeze everyone on the backside. They're going to take this H-back tight end to try and kick out the in-man on the line of scrimmage over here. But this time, it's not a design cutback. They're actually going to keep this play side. They're going to have the tackle, base block right here. They're going to have the guard, base block right here. They're going to have the center, work up like this, and then we're going to try and get backside cutoffs this direction. Once again, we talk about people on the play side. Your job is to set the edge, to force the running back to cut back. That means, by logical extension, that on the backside, when the running back cuts back, you have got to be there to deliver a powerful tackle. Njongmeta does his job perfectly here. Let's check it out. All right, there's a motion. There's the snap again. You can see the zone scheme working to the left side of your screen, the offensive right. Number 85 right here, I think he just doesn't know what he's supposed to be doing. He's probably supposed to be coming across the formation and blocking number 52. I think that's exactly what he's supposed to be doing, just a mental mistake by him. But again, you can see Bengals on the play side, they do a pretty good job setting the edge a little bit. Number 51 gets blown out of the way a little bit right there. Don't really love that. But at the very least, it forces the running back to cut back. And again, Njongmeta, backside, right? Your job when the running back cuts back, being a backside player, you got to get there and make a delivering tackle. And that's exactly what he does. Boom. That's what you need. Backside linebacker zone scheme. That's what you need to do. Fight through the trash, identify the cutback, deliver a blow. Great work here from Njongmeta. Again, is he a perfect linebacker? Absolutely not. He's got a lot of things to work on, but he's physical. He's tough. He plays downhill. He loves contact, and the Bengals will love that. Let's watch it from the wide copy right here. Watch him just navigate through some trash, get downhill, deliver a shocking blow. That's what you want, right? Again, you're not looking for a guy as an undrafted free agent few months into his NFL career to be a superstar. But in terms of being a quality addition to this Bengals 53, I think Cincinnati fans, you should be excited. And Njongmeta looks like he definitely is a steal. There's no denying that. And he could grow into a really nice player for this Bengals defense.